Hello, everyone. I'm Danielle Rappaport. I'm a remote sensing scientist and forest ecologist, currently serving as Director of Science Innovation and Impact at Rainforest Connection. So I'm going to talk to you about how we're using acoustic monitoring and deep learning to detect thousands of animal species in real time in order to monitor biodiversity responses to human activity over time, and with extremely high accuracy to validate something like the interspecies money mechanism you just heard about from Jonathan. So diving right into this photo that you see of me trying to hack my way through this extremely degraded Amazon forest right in the middle of a deforestation frontier region. This mess of a forest really drives which is that the impacts of human activity in these tropical forest frontiers are complex, especially when seen from the perspective of an animal in the understory. And we can't see this complexity that's relevant to biodiversity from space. What we see is this when we look at a satellite perspective of human activity over that same frontier region during 30 years. And this really drives home my second point, which is that human activity in tropical forest frontiers are incredibly dynamic. We are good at measuring the extent of human activity, but this doesn't tell us anything about the biodiversity impacts over time. And that's where the power of acoustic monitoring comes in. As a robust measurement tool for identifying individual animal species based on their distinct acoustic signatures, here's a spectrogram of the small, cute, somewhat shy Amazonian TT monkey. This is the visual representation. This is what it sounds like. Distinctive is the operative word there. So by collecting continuous audio feeds 24 hours per day with autonomous recorders, we get these extremely dense daily records of animal species detections, just like you see on the left hand here for TT monkey detection summarized for one site. And so how do we detect these animals' signatures? Well, we use deep learning. And as all of you Facebook users know, we've been really good at using deep learning to identify images, otherwise known as computer vision. At Rainforest Connection, we've been developing cutting-edge deep learning algorithms based on convolutional neural networks to characterize the shapes of individual species calls to detect thousands of species, what I like to call computer hearing. And not only is this method extremely accurate, but it's much more taxonomically inclusive than traditional surveys because our models can identify birds, insects, mammals, fish, bats, amphibians, and so on. And so with an array of permanent acoustic sensors, we can characterize biodiversity variation across landscapes and across regions. Here's an example of TT monkey detections across an Amazonian landscape. But what I think is even more exciting is the potential to use acoustic monitoring to characterize long-term species and community trends over time. So I'll close by inviting you to imagine a world where every species, every community, every ecosystem can have an acoustic pulse that can be monitored relative to a known baseline, just like this cardiogram on the right. Well, thanks to Rainforest Connection technology and acoustic monitoring, I'm really thrilled to say that world has arrived. And so I'll end with these parting words that acoustic monitoring is an accurate, transparent, cost-effective, and inclusive technology for detecting species and validating interspecies money. Thank you.